Years ago, an American circus locked homeless people in underground cells and starved them for weeks. The circus manager would then claim they'd captured a rare and mysterious creature. To prove it, he'd toss a live chicken down into the cell. The starving vagrant, driven mad by hunger, would lunge at the bird like a wild animal. As the crowd jeered and cheered, he'd let out a helpless howl before biting through the chicken's neck and drinking its blood raw. This circus was full of all kinds of freaks. A man covered head to toe in hair, a contortionist who could twist his joints in impossible ways, and a beautiful girl with no body below her torso who was hooked up to high-voltage electricity. Among these oddities, the protagonist was one of the few normal people. He had no special talents, but his good looks caught the eye of the circus's psychic, who made him her assistant. The psychic's act wasn't particularly sophisticated. She'd have audience members write their secrets on slips of paper, which the protagonist would collect. During the handoff, they'd pull a switch. Pre-written fake slips would go with the psychic on stage, where she'd burn them to ash, claiming she could read what was written without looking. Meanwhile, the real slips went backstage with the protagonist, where the psychic's husband would copy them onto a blackboard. Through a two-way mirror, he'd relay the information to his wife on stage. This simple con was enough to keep the couple living comfortably, but they had an even more impressive trick up their sleeve. To show off, they demonstrated for the protagonist. The old man turned his back while the psychic took something from the protagonist's person. When he turned around, with no prompts from backstage this time, he correctly guessed she was holding a watch, even describing its appearance and what it was made of. The protagonist was blown away. How'd they do it? The old man pulled out a notebook and said the secret was all in there. Turns out, he developed an elaborate code system. Different hand gestures meant different questions, and the answers were hidden in the psychic's phrasing. For instance, "Please focus your attention on the object in my hand." Each word had a specific meaning. As long as both partners memorized the notebook, they could pull off their so-called psychic connection.